What's up guys? It's me, Mark Arquero, and welcome to my vlog! So for today's video, I am going to draw a block diagram of a computer. But before we draw, these are the materials that we'll be needing to make a block diagram of a computer. Materials: pencil, eraser, ruler, oil pastel, bond paper, ball pen. First, get a bond paper and start drawing. The best practices of block diagram of a computer. First, identify the system. Determine the system to be illustrated. Next, create and label the diagram. Add a symbol for each component of the system, connecting them with arrows to indicate flow. Then, indicate input and output. And lastly, verify accuracy. Now, let's define block diagram. A block diagram is a diagram of a system in which the principal parts or functions are represented by blocks connected by lines that shows the relationships of the blocks. The origin of block diagram. The modern functional flow block diagram was developed by TRW Incorporated, a defense-related business in the 1950s. Next, label the diagram. Add a symbol for each component of the system, connecting them with arrows to indicate flow, and indicate input and output. Why block diagram is important? It is important because it is an essential method used to develop and describe hardware or software systems, as well as represent their workflows and processes. Mainly, computer system consists of three parts. These are Central Processing Unit or what we call CPU, input devices, and output devices. The Central Processing Unit or what we call CPU is divided into two parts again. Arithmetic Logic Unit or what we call ALU, and the Control Unit or what we call CU. Finally, we are now done creating a block diagram of a computer. The common injury that might happen when we are drawing. Wrist injury is one of the example. Wrist injuries often occur when you fall forward onto your outstretched hand. This can cause sprains, strains, and even fractures. This might happen when we are drawing. One of the solutions in this kind of injury is what we call RICE method, or also known as R for rest, I for ice, C for compress, and E is for elevate. Materials that will be needed are cold compress, ice, bandage, and pillow. First, rest. After an injury, rest the injury, avoid a delay in healing. Refrain from weight-bearing activities for 24 to 28 hours. Next, ice. Ice the injured for 10 to 20 minutes every 4 hours to ease the pain and reduce swelling. Then, compress. Wrap the injured joint with an elastic bandage, but avoid wrapping too tightly in order to maintain proper circulation. Lastly, elevate. To reduce swelling, elevate the injury or pillow at or above the level of your heart. Reflection. In this assessment, I learned about the best practices of block diagram of a computer. I will apply this in my life because I am taking a course that are connected to computer.